Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to the first lecture of class 10th of chapter number 15. Now in this chapter, the chapter number 15 is probability. So what does probability means? What does this probability means? So probability means chances of any event to occur. Okay, suppose I'm saying if I have a coin, if I toss, so once, what is the probability of getting head? So you can say the probability of getting head is 1 by 2, because once it is tail and it is head. So head and tail, if you toss once time, you will get either a head or tail. So total number of outcomes is 2. One times you can get head and one times you can get tail. Okay, so total number of outcomes is 2. So probability of getting head is 1 by 2, and you can write here probability of getting head is equal to 1 by 2. Probability of getting tail is equal to 1 by 2. And you remember that probability of any number cannot be more than 1. It should be more than 0 but less than 1. So I mean that probability always comes equal to 1. If you are getting the probability of getting something and probability of not getting something, if you add both, you will get equal to 1. So here we have some formulas in this regarding for finding the probability. Suppose finding the probability of any event, and the same formula we have to use everywhere. So here probability of any event we can write it as E is equal to probability of any event. E is equal to, we can write here the number of, you can write here the formula P and E. So it is number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total outcomes. As I told that if you toss a coin, what is the probability of getting head or what is the probability of getting tail? So you can say that probability of getting head will be, here if toss a coin, so you will get once either head or tail. What is the total number of outcomes? Total number of outcomes means what should be the total result. So 1 is head, 1 is tail, means 2 is the total result. So it is by 2. So in this way, this formula is applicable over everywhere. Okay, and the whole exercise is based on this formula. Okay, so one more thing, that probability of any event can't be more than 1. Probability of any event can't be more than 1. So probability of any event should be more than 0 and less than or equal to 1. Here is given any probability of any event can't be more than 1. Okay, so you can write here the probability of any event lies between 0 or equal to 1. Probability of any number is greater than 0 or equal to 1 or less than 1. Okay, so this is a condition for a probability. So if you find any probability and add all the results, you will get equal to 1. That is your outcomes. Now there is also one formula that what is the probability of not getting some event. So probability of not getting some event. So it will be, you know, that probability of getting some event plus probability of not getting some event. This dash means probability of not getting some event is equal to 1. So if it is there, some questions are asked, we will come across the exercise, and in this exercise it is given. So this is equal to 0. Now probability of not getting any event is equal to 1 minus, this will be shifted this side, so 1 minus probability of any event occurring. Okay, so this is our basic fundamental things in this chapter. Okay, now directly we will come to the exercise 1.1 and examples. I hope whatever I told you, based on these concepts, you can solve all the problems related to it, and mostly in examples. Okay, so you try at home all the examples and we will do the exercise over here. So exercise 15.1, first of all, question 1 is given. It is the complete the following statements. So probability of an event plus probability of the event not E, as just I discussed it, is always equal to 1. So here fill in the blanks is given, so you will write 1. Okay, question number 1 of first option. Then it is A, then B. B is the probability of an event that cannot happen. The probability of an event that cannot happen is 0. Okay, is 0. Such an event is called impossible event. Impossible event. This is 2 blanks in this is given. Then C is here, means third one, you can write it here. Option is given 1, first, second, third. So second and third. Okay. So third option is there. Probability of an event that is certain to happen. Certain means it is fixed to happen is 1. Such an event is called as, certain to happen is 1, and such an event is called as certain event or sure event. Okay. Then fourth is in this, the sum of the probability of all the elementary events of an experiment is taken as 0. Suppose I told you that what is the probability of getting, if you toss a coin, okay, so I ask what is the probability of getting head. So head, favorable outcomes, you may get head once, only once. So your favorable outcomes is 1, total number of outcomes is 2 because head and tail. Then probability of tail, it is also having 1 by 2. Now if this is the 2 event which has taken place, now if I told you to add this, so after adding you will get the event of all the totals. It is only 2. If it is 3, 4, 5, 6, so all the events will be equal to 1. So total event, if you do 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, so it will be 2 by 2, 1. Means probability of all the events will be equal to 1. Equal to, here probability of all the events will be in fourth. In fourth it will be equal to 1. Okay. Now in fifth, the probability of an event is greater than or equal to 0. I have already told it. So fifth is 0. Okay. And less than or equal to, as I told you, the probability of getting an event is always greater than or equal to 0 or should be less than 1. So here will be 0 and should be less than 1. Okay. And this is the second blank. Fifth. Now question number 2 is given. Which of the following experiments have equally likely outcomes? Equally likely outcomes means the probability of getting an event 50-50. Means 50% it may be, 50% it may not be. Okay, so you have to explain here. Now first is there, a driver attempts to start a car. A driver goes and attempts a car to start. So the car starts or does not start. What is the probability? So it may be that he tried 4 times. So 3 times he started, 1 times may not be started, 3 times may not be started, 1 time may be started. So here surety of 50-50% chances of probability to occur is not sure. So this you can say that this is not equally likely outcome. So you will write no and you will write the reason whatever I told. Okay. So question number 2 is there. So you will write no. I told you the reason. It is not having, it maybe sometimes or maybe 2 or 3 times he started. Maybe that he did not able to start once, or the car was not started 1 time. So it does not show the surety of 50-50%. Now the player attempts to shoot a basketball. A player attempts to shoot a basketball. He or she shoots or misses the shots. Okay, so here also maybe that player shoots a basketball and puts his ball in that. Okay, maybe that he puts the ball 4 times in that, but he did not put 1 or 2 times. So here also the chances of equally likely outcomes is not there. So option 2 you will write no. Now third option is that a trial is made to answer a true-false question. A trial is made to answer true-false question. The answer is right or wrong. Now see here very carefully. Either the question given is here, you have to attempt the question is either, you have to write either it is true or false. So any question is made, so either it is wrong or right. So if a question is given, once it may be wrong or it may be right. So here the chances of getting a wrong answer or right answer is 50-50%. If you did once, here the total number of outcomes will be 2. Okay, so either it is right or wrong. So if you did wrong, so it will be 1/2. 1/2 means 50%. If you did right, it may be 1/2 because 2 total number of outcomes will be either it is right or wrong. So 2, so maybe 50-50. So this you can say that it is having equally likely outcomes. Equally likely outcomes. Equally likely outcomes. Okay. Then after a baby is born, it is boy or girl. Okay. So suppose a baby is taking born in the mother's womb. So we don't know either it is a male or a female, but the chances of getting male or female will be 50-50. Either it is a male or a female. Okay. So it will be also a 50-50. So you can write yes. Here you can also write yes. Equally likely outcomes. You can write here equally likely outcomes, and you will write the reason please as I told you. Okay. Okay. Then question number 3 is here. Why is tossing a coin considered to be the fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of the football game? See, this tossing a coin is considered to be the most important of deciding the team, because tossing a coin is not cheated by any of the team, so it is preferred. And in this, getting a tail or getting a head can be 50-50%, right? 2 teams are there, so one said tail, one said head. So chances of getting tail or head may be 50-50%. Okay, so here you can say that in this situation there is unbiased condition, means no one has possibility to cheat. So it is unbiased condition, and 50-50 chances of getting head or tail is there. Okay, so this is, you can write here in third, unbiased condition and condition for getting 50-50%, right? In similar way, fourth is the given which of the following cannot be the probability of the event. As I told that probability of any event cannot be in negative numbers, right? Cannot be in negative numbers. So in this it is given that which of the following cannot be the probability of an event. It is given 2/3 minus 1/5, 15%, 0.7%. So your answer will be simply minus 1.5 because probability can't be in minus. Correct. So fourth one is here. Question 4 is minus 1/1.5. Minus 1.5. Now here again it is given here it is given that probability of E, question number 5, probability of E is 0.05. What is the probability probability of not E? Okay, so in the starting of this chapter we had talked about that probability of an event occurring plus probability of not event occurring is always equal to 1. So we can write here probability of probability of an event plus probability of an event not is equal to 1. So here probability of an event is given. So probability of an event is 0.05% plus probability of an event not is equal to 1. So this will be shifted this side. So probability of an event not occurring is equal to 1 minus 0.05. Okay, so here you can write 1.00. Okay, so here it is 0.05. So what will be your answer? So it will be 10. So it will be 5. It will be 9. So 9 and 0. So 0.95. 0.95 is the probability of an event not occurring. This is a formula. This is the basic concept. I have told that probability of any event that is occurring and probability of any probability of an event which is not occurring is always equal to 1. Okay, so this is done. Question number 6 is given that a bag contains, question number 6, question number 6 is given that a bag contains lemon flavored candies only, Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. What is the probability that she takes out an orange candy? Orange candy, you know that if the bag contains only lemon, suppose it is a bag, there is only lemon candy. Lemon candies. So what is the probability of getting an orange candy? Already in these there is no orange candy. So probability of getting an orange candy is first impossible, because there is no orange candy in this, and a lemon candy, flavored candy. So here you can write impossible means first you write here 0 and you can write this is impossible event, so probability is 0. Second one is what is the probability of getting an lemon flavored candy? So it is having 1, because all of these are randomly, if you take it any one out of this bag, so there is possibilities of coming out or taking out lemon only, because all these bag contains lemon. So it is 1 and this is possible event. Possible event. Okay, this is impossible event. Okay, so is it clear? Then question number 7 is there. It is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. See, we are first here it is given, question number 7 is. So we will write first, given here probability of not event occurring is equal to, what is given? Probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. Here it is 0.992. It is given, means these 2 students cannot have having the same birthday is 9. So what is the probability that the students have the same birthday? So what is the probability of getting an event of same, probability of getting event as same birthday? So we have to find. Okay, so you know that probability of getting an event plus probability of getting not an event is equal to 1. So probability of getting an event, not getting an not an event, means probability of the students who do not have birthday on the same day is this much. So here we will write probability of E plus probability of this not having same birthday is given 0.992. Okay, is equal to 1. So you can write here probability of an event for having same birthday will be 1 minus 0.992. Okay, so you make minus here 1.000 and 0.992. So it will be now 10. So 10 minus 2, 8. This is 9, 0. This is 9, 0, and so 0.008. So it will be having 0.008. So this is the probability of getting an event of the 2 boys having on the same birthday. probability of the two students have the same birthday is this. So you can write here answer. Probability of getting two students on the same birthday is equal to 0.0008 answer, and this is answer over here. Okay, so in this way, see, in this whole exercise, if your concept will be clear, each and every questions will be very easily solved. But the question is, your concept should be clear. So these basic concept you have to take care. So probability of an event occurring plus probability of not even occurring is always equal to 1. Okay. So let's come to the 8th question. Now 8th question is given that a bag contains red balls 5, 3 red balls, 5 black balls. Question number 8. Okay, so suppose this is a bag. Here red balls is there and black balls is there. Okay, so here 3 red balls are there and 5 black balls are there. So question is given that a bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red and not red? Okay, so here first of all you have to write the favorable outcomes of red balls is equal to 3 and total number of outcomes is 3 and 5. Okay, so 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Okay, now we have to find the probability of, here you write full in sentence, probability of getting red balls is equal to, we can give the name of the event as a R. So you can write here probability of R is equal to, what is the outcomes of getting a red ball? If you maximum you can take out from this bag, so maximum you will get 3 red balls because 3 red balls are there. So 3 upon, and total number of balls are 8. So 3 upon 8 is your answer. Okay. Now in similar way, we can go for the second part of this question. Second part of this question is not having a red. So just I am rubbing it. Second part of this question, probability of not having red balls is equal to R dash, you can write. Okay, or yes. So probability, now you know that probability of getting an event plus probability of not getting an event is equal to 1. So here we will write probability of red balls plus probability of not getting red balls is equal to 1. So this dash means probability of not getting red balls. Okay, so it is equal to 1. Now here probability of getting red balls, we have obtained this as a, what was this, 5/8, right? So we have got here 3/8 we had got the probability of red, because 3 wears the red and total number of outcomes is 5 and 3, so 8. So it is 3/8 plus probability of not getting event as a red is equal to 1. Now this will, so probability of not getting red ball is equal to 1 minus 3/8. So it will be 8 and this is 1, so it will be 8 minus 3. So probability of not getting red balls is equal to 5/8. This is the answer. Okay, so your concept should be very clear for this. Now question number 9 is given that a ball contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles, 4 green marbles. Okay, so in this question number 9, that a bag contains, this is the bag. Okay, so this bag contains 5 red balls, are for red, then 5 black balls, 5 red balls, 8 white balls, and 4 green balls. This is 4 green balls. So here it is how much? It is having 5. This white as a 8 and this green as 4. Okay. So first of all, we can write here the probability. Question is given that one marble is taken out of the box at random, means without seeing, without any observation, one of this is taken out. So what is the probability that marble taken out will be red, white or not green? First we will write the total number of the outcomes and total number of outcomes. So here first is given probability of getting red, second probability of getting white question, and third probability of not getting the not green. Okay, now here we will solve first one, favorable for this getting red balls is equal to, for event R we can give. So here write favorable outcomes, probability of PR is equal to favorable outcomes divided by total, or first you write all these favorable outcomes, then we will solve. Favorable outcomes is equal to How many is red? So 5. So favorable outcomes, maximum 5 will be obtained as a favorable outcomes. Then total, then favorable outcomes for white is equal to 8. Okay, then total number of outcomes, means what is the total number? 5 plus 4 plus 8. Total number of outcomes is that 5 plus 4 plus 8 will be 70. Okay, now first option is find the probability of getting red balls. So here probability of getting red balls is equal to R we have taken, hence probability of R is equal to favorable outcomes divided by number of total outcomes. Okay, so favorable outcomes we have obtained as getting red. So maximum red is 8 balls. So favorable outcomes will be 5. And what is the total number of outcomes? Means total number of outcomes is 17. So here it is answer. In the similar way, we can get it here for white. Part 2 means second part of the question. For white balls, we have taken as event W. Okay, so favorable outcomes. How many white balls are there? In that 8 white balls are there. So we will write as 8. So total number of outcomes is equal to 17. Okay, so probability of getting white is equal to favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes is equal to favorable outcomes is 8 and total is 17. So this will be your answer. Okay, now third part of this question is that what is the probability of not having green? Okay, so just I am rubbing. So favorable third part for not getting green. Okay, so first we will write here not getting green. We know that favorable of the means probability of green plus probability of not green is always equal to 1. So we can see already I have told in this probability of getting green and probability of not getting green. So that will be equal to the event 1. Okay. So event 1 means probability of not getting green. So probability of green, so here write favorable outcomes for green is equal to 4, right? Now probability of green plus probability of not green is equal to 1. Okay, so probability of green we need to find out, or probability of green we had not found. So probability of green we will find out first. Okay, so probability of green to find out first, we will use this later. So probability of green is equal to favorable outcomes. Here it is of for green is 4, and total number of outcomes we have here taken. Total number of outcomes is total number of outcomes. So 4 upon 17. So this is for the probability of green. Okay, now probability, this formula we will use over here. Okay, we will use over here. Probability of green plus probability of not green is always equal to 1. So probability of green we have obtained, so 4 by 17 plus probability of not green is equal to 1. So here it will be shifted that side. So probability of not green is equal to 1 minus 4 by 17. So it will be, here it will be 17 minus 4 upon 17. So probability of not green is equal to this. So it will be probability of not green is equal to 13 upon 70. So it's very easy questions and easily it can be solved if your basic concept is very clear. So the three formulas, 3-4 things I have importantly told you. First, probability of any event occurring plus probability of event not occurring is always equal to 1. Probability of any number is equal to 0 or more than 0 but less than 1. Okay, probabilities values lies between this 0 and less than or equal to 1, means more than 0 or less than or equal to 1. So these are some basic and single formula can be used in the whole exercise to evaluate, to find the values. Okay, so let's come to the next question, question number 10. Question number 10 is that a piggy bank contains 150 paise coins, 50 rupees 1 coin and 20 rupees 2 coins and 10 rupees 5 coins. Okay, so first of all, question number 10 is a piggy bank contains 50 paise coins. Okay, so we will write here first question number 10. Okay, So we will write all the number of the coins first. 50 paise coin, 1 rupees coin, 2 rupees coins and 5 rupees coins. So 50 paise coins is equal to 100. Second, it is given 50 paise, it contains 100 50 paise coin, 50 paise, okay, 50 rupees, 1 rupees coin. So here you will write 1 rupee coins is equal to 50. Second, it is 2 rupee coins, 22 rupee coins, 22 rupee coins is equal to 20, and 5 rupee coins, 10 5 rupee coins, 5 rupee coins is equal to 10. So this will be your total coins. Here you can write the total coins. How much it is? 100, 150, 70, 80. So 180 coins. Okay. Now what is the question given? If it is equally likely that one of the coin will fall out when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin will be a 50 paise coin, will not be a 5 rupees coin, will not be a 5 rupees coin? First you have to find out the probability for the 50 rupees coin. So here first part, it is probability for 50 paise coin is equal to, we are taking as event A. Okay, so probability of A is equal to favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So here you can see favorable number of outcomes is for event, means probability for getting 50 rupees coin A. We have 50 rupees coin is 100. Okay, so favorable outcomes will be maximum 100. So 100 we have taken. Then total number of outcomes is, total means total number of outcomes is the total coins. So it will be, here you can write here total outcomes, okay, is equal to 180, 2529. So it will be 5 upon 9. 5 upon 9 is the probability of getting 50 rupees, 50 paise coins. Okay, is it clear now? Now, so second part is probability that second will not be a 5 rupee coin. First, second will not be 5 rupee coin. Okay, so we will take this event as a B. Okay, we can take anything, we are taking it for our convenience, so that the means the big this statement will be not written. So for probability of not getting 5 rupees coin, so we know that first of all getting will not be 5 rupees coin, we will have to find out the probabilities of a 5 rupee coin. So probability for 5 rupee coin is already we have to find out. We have to find out. So probability of 5 rupee coin is equal to B, we have taken already. So probability of 5 rupee coin is equal to favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So favorable outcomes of 5 rupee coin will be how much? Already we have written 5 rupee coin, that is 10. Okay, so it will be 10 and 180, means 1 upon 18 is the probability of getting 5 rupee coin. Now probability of not getting 5 rupee coin, we know that probability of any event occurring plus probability of not event occurring is equal to 1. We will use the same formula over here. We have to find out probability will not be a 5 rupee coin. Okay. So probability of not getting 5 rupees coin is equal to probability of 5 rupees coin B plus probability of not getting 5 rupees coin B is equal to 1. Okay, so probability of 5 rupees coin is 1 by 18 plus probability of not getting 5 rupees coin is equal to 1. Now it will be probability of not getting 5 rupees coin is equal to 1 minus 1 by 18. So it will be equal to 18, then 18 minus 1 is equal to 17 upon 18. 17 upon 18 is the probability of not getting 5 rupee coin. This is probability of, not probability of getting 5 rupee coin. So this is our answer. I hope you might have understood this, and very simple logic is there. So if you will use this video, and in this all these basic things are clear, you can easily solve all the problems related to this probability. So till 10, question number 10 we have completed. In the next lecture we will see from question number 11 to 25. Till then, you stay home, stay safe and keep learning. Have a good day and thank you.